Oh, welcome back everyone. As you can see, we're continuing on our little torturous way, and we have some new information for you. Now, you may notice once we get in, which I should do any second now, that there may be a few alterations. The game of ignorance and lack of knowledge and disaster continues, and having set the record, I'm sure, for the most deaths in a 5-minute period, and having bodies scattered around like confetti at a Saturday afternoon wedding, we then progressed to starting to really set our base up. Now, what you've missed, unfortunately, especially in the last episode, as this episode is number 5, there is a little bit of a block. Now, what happened? Well, old grumpy old bugger, commonly called yours truly, the one with the IQ of 37, decided it was a good idea to go full speed in reverse, slam his rover into the base, and destroy it. Then, being the bright sort of individual he is, he found out he didn't know how to repair it. So, turning around from the disaster, he was immediately attacked by 3 of the friendly little puppy dogs. And in frustration and fright, he died. So during the respawning process, which of course you can imagine he had nowhere to respawn in, so he decided to come down in a new rover. Great idea, that will replace the one he's just destroyed. Unfortunately, someone forgot to select the planet, and ended up somewhere way out in the Wop Wops that was all desert, didn't have a clue. Consequently, you can guess what happened. On trying to find where I was, I inadvertently deleted that particular game. Consequently, I had to go back and select a previous save. And the previous save, of course, was the wrong one. So I thought, oh well, stupid is as stupid does. I'll just record this, set everything up, and continue on, even though we're sort of 2 or 3 episodes past that, and hope for the best. So after an hour and a half of building and adding, as you can see, we've added a couple of the what do you call them, algae farms, and finding out that we didn't have the required cobalt to make things. Also, finally finishing off and getting our food processor and the cargo container, which took forever to make because I didn't have the cobalt to make the special grids. We lucked out in one of the drop pods and got some and managed to get that completed. So all's good and well, and everything comes to the end. Then, oh, stupid realised he'd forgot to switch on the recording. So here we are, sorta, kinda, almost where we left off in episode 4, or perhaps a little bit behind, and we're going to try and keep up. Now, to further the game, I have to get cobalt. Now, I know where cobalt is. I did find it earlier and marked it. And to continue with that, I need to go and mine it, which means I'm going to have to spend a fair bit of time digging holes, digging dirt, and there's 2 ways I can do it. Manually, which is what I've been doing most of the time, to be able to build the structures I need to make a drill and a drill platform. However, I'm going to need cobalt. So, do I build one for the cobalt first, or do I build one for the iron first? Well, in my sense of reasoning, I've decided to build one for the cobalt first, because that's the one that seems to be holding me up for most things. Hopefully, I've got I can get everything I need to make the drilling platform for the cobalt. And we shall sort of hope for the best. Once I have the cobalt one going, which is only 250 meters away, I will be able to have enough cobalt to get all of the necessary grids I need for containers, because I'm going to need containers. Yeah. At this stage, it's all potluck, guesswork, and hope I don't crash everything. Now, the other thing I wanted to do, because of my last little debacle, I'm going to try and build a medical unit here, for no other reason than if or when I write off my only respawn point, I'm going to need something to be able to do it. So to that end, here we go, starting to see if I can die in more glorious ways. And, of course, thank you all for returning. So, what do I need? December. Oh, I have some here. Okay, take some of that. And let's go down. What shall I do? I think I'll continue on like I did last time and make it out to here. I know the gravel could be used to make concrete to make other things better. At this stage, I'm just trying to work out why I'm such a nincompoop and can continuously destroy everything within range. Oh shit. Huh. See? Well, nearly. Wrong one. Well, that's one. They normally send 4 after me, so maybe we might survive this one. Nope.
Your health is low.
What the? Okay, we're a well, that's 3. It's amazing how they manage to keep you every time you're trying to do something. Alright, where are you? I know you'll be here somewhere. Okay, how far do I want to go to? Yeah, why not? Okay, we've got that far. Now, what I need is the medical area, and I'll put that there. And also, oh, I see. I could have actually had that there if I put it away. I'm not very good at planning things out, am I? Because I've got nothing seems to be connected as it should be connected. Well, I suppose I could just connect those to there. But what I really need basic assembler. Yeah, I'm totally lost here, so I don't know what I'm doing. Should the assembler be attached to the basic refinery? Or yes, I know, I'm totally confused. Okay, first things first. The food processor, basic assembly. Oh, survival kit, okay. Number 8. Survival kit. Is it? That's not the one I looked at. But it should be. Okay, well, what was the other one? There was another one that I looked at. I'm sure. Survival kit. I'm sure there was another one. Okay. That one there. Corner medical room. Medical room allows you to respawn, change your appearance, recharge your health and energy much faster than survival kit. Okay. So let's take that one instead. Oh god, it's going to take 60 metal grids and I don't have them. So maybe at this stage survival kit. That's the big one, but I'm going to need cobalt to make it anyway. That's the one I should have. I can do that. That'll give me everything I need. Which would probably be better, but I still have to get metal grids. Display computers, medical comp, interior plates. Okay. Let's do this for the moment. Let's put that down and build what we can of it. And try and go from there, from hero to zero, and see how we go. Now, I know we're not going to have much of the stuff here. I don't know if there's anything here I can use, but we might as well try. Oh, we've got 6 grids, so it's a little bit. Well, that was a big start. Okay, so none of that stuff's going to be any good. Let's see if we've got anything in here. And I would say we're out of metal. Yep. And cobalt, so we're going to need cobalt. Oh, and silver. Huh. Well, that's nice to know. So we're going to need cobalt. Of course we are. So the next thing is, can we go over and perhaps start to plan and see if we can get that cobalt, because that's the biggest problem. And it's just over here somewhere. I think that's it there. And this is assuming, of course, that I know what I'm doing. Now, it's funny it's not showing up. It should be showing up on the scanner. And it's not showing up on the scanner, so what have I done that's wrong? Apart from everything. Oh, it's sure I saw cobalt here. Otherwise I wouldn't have marked it. Was it further on? Because I've only got a 50-meter detection range. Oops, my detector's on. I'm sure I saw cobalt here. Ah, there it is. I did see it. Come on, I saw it. Ah, there. 102 meters. 107, so it's over here, but it's a long way down. 100 meters. That's, what are they? They extend to 10 meters. So that's, holy shit. 100 meters down. That's a long way to go down. That's the only one I've found. Okay. Let's park here for a moment. And hop up there because I feel safer. Alright. It's 103. That's 10 extensions. Holy shit. Okay, is there another way? Could I come in from the side? No, that's just as far. But I would have to come in there and somehow accurately... No, that's not going to work. Alright, let's change this for the moment. Okay. GPS. Cobalt. Delete that. And let's make a new one, which is right on top of it. Okay, cobalt. Now, I did see in my adventures earlier on, there was gold and silver somewhere, but for the life of me, I can't remember where I saw them, which is nothing unusual. Okay, so we've got cobalt here. It looks as though there's only one way we're going to do it. We're going to have to drill down. I'm not looking forward to it, and I'm not sure I can even build the drill to do it. So I've got one of two options. I can start here. It just seems it's going to be a long way down. To be able to get it. I've got an awful feeling I might also need to somehow, what am I doing here? Okay, I'm also I'm going to need power. I'm going to need a drill. The drill has full extension 10 meters. So that's 10 pistons to get down to the cobalt. So on the drill I'm going to need a rotor, and I'm going to need a hinge, because I think from memory the ores come in layers. So going straight down may get to it, but then I have to actually pick it up. So I'm going to need a hinge and a rotor. And what's the betting I'm going to need cobalt to build them? Yeah, 6 1, half does another. Oh, hello, daylight's here. Alright, so what I shall do for now is gun in hand, because I know somebody will be after me somewhere. Cobalt 90. 83. Well, let's cut it down to only 8. Seems to be about there. Okay. Well, we'll dig a bloody hole here, so at least I've got somewhere to aim for.
Inventory full.
Right. Then let's go here. And place that here. 1, 2, 3. There. What will that give us? That should give us enough for there and there. Okay. Let's go and bring that over there. Okay, first off, we're going to need power. So, up we go. That should be high enough. Okay, we have that. Girders. We've got interiors, we've got computers. We need girders and motors. I thought I had a whole stock of motors. Okay. Let's do the sensible thing for once in your life. And head back home. Where exactly are you going? Do you even know where you're going? Oh, that's alright. Lost again, nothing unusual. That's that one. So how did I end up over here? That's where home is. So what am I doing here? I didn't drive this far away, did I? Oh, that's Nickel and All Grove bait. Dum dum. You're going completely the wrong way. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he? Okay, I'm sure I had some motors in here. Yes, I did. Just exactly the right amount. And I had some girders. 10 of those computers. Take some more of those. I know I've probably forgotten something, but, well, you can never have too much of anything, can you? Radio comms, arrays, displays, large steel tubes, small steel tubes. Let's see how far we get with that lot. I only covered 6 kilometers to go and do 500 meters. That's not bad. It's a better effort than I normally make. Alright, there's the hole. Thanks. "24 girders. We did better than I thought we would. Okay, girders. Production 24. Huh. Oh shit. Do those first. Okay. Well, I guess it's that diggy time again.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay. Now, whoops. Signal. Okay. As usual, it's 5 million miles away. But let's. Is it going to be up there or is it going to be down there? It's going to be the same place again, right up on the top of the hill. Now, I know I got up here last time. I hope they're enjoying putting everything so far away and out of reach for us poor, harmless, ignorant little shits. But it might have something I need, and that's the thing. I am going to have to spend more time chasing these because they do have stuff in them that I might be able to use. Instead of continuing to struggle like a total noob, even though I am one. Oh, I guess it's take what you can get when you can get it.
Inventory full. Oh, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We got something out of it. All we got to do now is get home in one piece. Which is back that way. So we have to find a way down off this little lot and get back home in one piece. Yep, Good luck with that, Samson. And you know this isn't going to work out well. I could take the long way home, I suppose. But it's more fun tempting fate. Even though fate is usually going to screw me over every chance it gets. Yeah, about that. Well, that's the first phase of fate that didn't work out too well. Okay. Let's be boring and take the long way home. After all, what could possibly go wrong? Hang on, is this where I was meant to go? Yeah, that was where I was meant to go. Okay. Well, was it worth it? Nugget Rhino? Because once again, we only do what we think is impossible because it's more fun. Deadly, but more fun. Okay, and over here somewhere should be our small base. There's the top of it. Okay, what we were going to do was go over and try and finish this and start setting up a drill, because that is going to take some time. Okay, We've got this far. Now, okay. We have power. Now what we're going to need is we're going to need some way of picking it up. So I would think the best way of doing that was if we need the drill there. So if we had a container here, the drill can feed into that, and we need a conveyor to the drill. And then if we put a connector, yeah, that's it, a connector, onto the container, we can also use it for powering up that. Okay, so what we need is a container. Which one was a container? Survival kit, basic assembler, cargo containers, right, number 5. So this number 6, okay. So we need number 6. Let's do that first. Yeah, okay. Number 6. Then on that we have to have a junction, a conveyor. So I think I put them in here. Yeah, okay. That's not the one I wanted. I need one that's going to conveyor junction. I don't need that at the moment. I'll need that for the drill. Okay, so what have I done wrong? Have I got the wrong conveyors? Probably. No. Conveyor tubes. Conveyor junction. Curved tube. Why doesn't that? Conveyor pipe junction. Small conveyor. Conveyor pipe junction. What does that give us? So that's pipes. Ah, conveyor junction. It's that one there I need. Okay. Ah, that's it. Okay, so um, okay. Ah, would that actually be enough? Probably not. Okay, one more. Then that one on there. Then oops, die a natural death. Then we're going to need, whoops, natural death incoming. God, this doesn't last long, does it? Okay. No, that's too much. So I do only need one. Then I need a piston. I don't have pistons. Okay, let's go back down here and search for pistons. I'm going to do that safely, because safety first. 600, oh, I've got to go and get that. Okay, piston. I thought I had pistons on. Well, maybe not. That's piston. Hang on, that's the other pistons. Piston part. Okay. That's the normal one. Or do I use this one? That's a... No, I use the square pistons. Okay, and we're going to need a rotor and a hinge. Okay. We don't have any of those. So goes in there. Yeah, put 10 of them in there so I don't know what I'm doing. Well, that's got a plus sign on it, so let's do that. Rotor and hinge. Alright. I don't think that's going to be deep enough, but beggars can't be choosers. Right, so first of all, we have to put the hinge there. I might have to dig that bloody hole down a bit, I think. It's not high enough. But will it do in the meantime? Possibly, because I've got another shitload of those to go. Alright. Let's see how this goes. We're going to need the hinge first. Not the hinge, the is that the wrong one? Okay. Now, what do we need on
Fuel
that?
low.
Yeah, okay.
Fuel critical.
From there, we go to we need a rotor to go round, so we need number 6. Rotor. That's not going to be deep enough, is it? So that's nowhere near long enough. Because then we need a hinge, so that's got to go up at least a shitload more. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Well, at least we can get a look and see what it looks like. The hinge. Okay, so I've got to go up at least 2 more. Oh, that's the wrong way up anyway.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Okay. Okay. You're right, if I can remember where everything was. Cargo container. Conveyor. Ah, conveyor junction number 4. I should write all these down so I know what I'm doing. Okay. Number 4. And 1. Then the conveyor block. Then the piston.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Okay, once the piston's there, we then have to go to, what was it? The rotor. That's right. So then we need to put the rotor on. Okay. Then we have to put that on. Is that the right way around or is that the wrong way around? I think that's the wrong way around. Or is there a... Yeah, that looks like the wrong way around. Let's try that again. That looks
Fuel
better.
low. Fuel critical.
Okay, we've got that. Now the next thing we need is the drill. Where did I put the drill? I think yeah, I have to dig more of that hole out. Okay. Well, at least we've got that far. So let's start doing the bloody hard work, shall we? Might not be quite enough. Let's say that's fairly well.
Inventory full.
Quite frankly, I don't know if this is going to work, but when Mother says get to work, you better obey her or she'll cut off your spaghetti and meatballs. Okay, shall we see if that's enough? Because what I can do is then enlarge the hole that way. So, no harm in prevaricating. Let's, where is it, number 7? It says it's fine. Of course it's fine, I made it. What would ever give you the idea that I didn't know what I was doing? And it's only fine by 6 inches. So well done, lad. So far you scored 0 out of 0. So you've done very well. Okay. Now the fun starts. Let's go and okay. Let's put one of those thingies. Ah, what the hell? Yeah, just like that. Why didn't you do that in the first place? Okay, let's start with the difficult part. We go back to here. Take this. Start with this. let's do that one, that one. And we shall go to here. Okay. Probably the 9 components that we can't put in production are all the goodies. Thanks guys, I really needed that. Okay. Well, I guess that means, you know what it means, more rock picking. What's that? Oh, of course. Like all of them. Okay. We're back to rock picking, guys. But now at least we know where we've got to dig rock from. So we're getting there slowly. I think we'll just have to keep pounding rocks until such stage as we have enough to complete all this, hopefully, and then we can start drilling for something serious. Of course, in the meantime, we're going to probably have to make about 5,000 different pistons. Oh, that's right, there's another one list.
Inventory full.
Uh, 2.9 kilometers.
Inventory full.
Okay. Well, we're slowly getting there, and this is taking time. So, what I might do shortly is finish building what I can, and then take a bit of a break. Then we've actually managed to get this far and survive. Small steel tubes. I see. Okay, well, let's see if we get any of this done. No, why isn't... Needs motors. Maybe I've set this wrong and done the stupid thing. It's made everything, but it's... Okay. First things I need to do is go back home and stock up on some food and stuff. this other stuff in to cook. Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh, that's working. Okay, that part's working. Now, where did I store the seeds? I think I put them in here for safekeeping. Ah, yeah, seeds. Okay, they can stand there. That can come out. Okay, I need to eat a bit. Computers and medical comps. No, doesn't make any difference. Metal grids, that's right, we can't do anything without them. Let's take all of that. And we can go back Okay, well, I'm probably run too far over time again, so I shall call it a halt here, where I'm nicely positioned in the base camp. We've achieved a little bit, which is a nice change, and only fumbled the ball a couple of times. So thank you once again for your avid attention, and I'm sure you've learned a lot on how an idiot should not proceed. Oh, of course, and we naturally have a friendly little don't you love the way he just sort of, becomes a pain in the ass just when you're trying to do something? Okay, well, Poppy's bones in here to be added to the other bits and pieces. And then I shall take a break. And we shall look forward to the next little episode of how not to do things in Space Engineers. So thank you all, and we shall see you in the next episode, if I'm still alive.